and in Antananarivo and have spread to at least 8 cities. The UN condemned the security forces' unnecessary force, reporting 22 deaths and 100 injuries. Figures the government denies as rumors. A dusk to dawn curfew remains in place, with police using tear gas and rubber bullets amid ongoing looting and unrest in the capital. Isaac Lucando, Dar es Salaam.
Police in the UK have said they're bracing for another spike in phone thefts after the release of the new iPhone. Officers with the British Transport Police have arrested more than a dozen people in a week linked to previous crimes in an attempt to get ahead of the curve. Superintendent John Lovelace leads the force's national action to target robberies.
There are those out there, those criminals that will seek, unfortunately, to target those high-value phones. Please do look after your property, whatever that may be. Think about your surroundings, think about where you are. Try and maintain that in a safe, secure location. Think about where you put it on your person.
Gold prices have risen to another record high on Tuesday. The rate reached more than $3,870 per ounce, amid worries about a potential US government shutdown and expectations of more US interest rate cuts to come. Rebecca Bunden reports.
Gold prices are on track for their best month in 14 years as they hit a new record high on Tuesday. The precious metal is seen as a safe haven that investors flock to during times of political and economic uncertainty. It also benefits from a low interest rate environment, so conditions appear to be favourable for gold. Some analysts predict that the metal could reach $4,000 per ounce by the end of this year.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks. Today, more on President Trump's 20-point plan for Gaza. Is it achievable? Hamas says it's studying the initiative that was endorsed at the White House on Monday by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but there are significant questions about whether not only Hamas will embrace the plan, but also whether far-right members of the Israeli leader's cabinet will get behind it as well. Professor Jonathan Reinhold heads the Department of Political Studies at Bar-Ilan University, focusing on US-Israeli relations.
On the one hand, this plan is very close to giving 75 to 80% of Israelis exactly what Israel needs to end the war and will have broad support. On the other hand, there will be a large chunk of Mr. Netanyahu's coalition that doesn't like this at all. But because Mr. Netanyahu is so isolated internationally, and because the Democrats have become very hostile to his government, he has nowhere else to go. And so apart from showing the closeness and the consultation, it also shows what American leverage can do vis-à-vis Israel.
European leaders are backing the US proposals. Many Arab states are embracing them. A take-it-or-leave-it offer that the US president indicated could even see former British Prime Minister Tony Blair placed in the eventual role of Gaza's transitional de facto governor. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, Israel's Prime Minister has warned Hamas his military will finish the job in Gaza if their leaders don't accept a new US-led peace deal. Madagascar's president has said he will dissolve his government following days of youth-led protests. And gold prices have risen to a record high amid worries about a potential US government shutdown and expectations of more US interest rate cuts to come. That's the latest feature story news. John Beaver reporting.
People insane? I'm the director. I make the casting decisions around here. You got that? Got it. You want the truth? You want the truth? You can handle the truth.
There you go. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. We are here on a Tuesday for you. It's Scott and Val. Applause for us. Yay.
Applause. All the applause.
All the applause. All right, Sister Val, live from Deer Park. I'm sitting in the beautiful state of Maine. Val, are you excited? It is your last show for, what, a month or more?
I actually have one more show after today.
Oh, are you going to do one next week? Because I thought you couldn't do the 14th.
Next week is not the 14th. Next week would be the 7th.
I'm sorry. See, I'm trying to push you out the door.
If you want to get rid of me already, that's just fine.
No. All right. I heard something whispered in the background. What was that?
Well, I was just trying to get on Facebook, and my video or my audio was all the way up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
I thought I've had all sorts of ghosts in the machine. And so if you have any like hiccups and you're listening to the radio, would you log on to Facebook and post a message on our live feed so that
Well,
we
Renee
know?
already has, and maybe this was fixed earlier. She said, why is it that sometimes, she's not saying today, why is it that sometimes there's another station playing over KCHW? Is it my equipment or the station?
Why sometimes there's, you know, I'm not quite sure. I've never heard of that happening before, so that's a different one. We do, if you're talking about the news and stuff, we join Facebook after the news starts because we can't play music. So once the news starts, we're okay to start logging on and begin streaming, and then as soon as the news is over, we come in. So that might be what she's referring to. I'm not quite sure.
So Renee, is it when you're listening over the air, or is it when you are listening via Facebook? That would help us kind of clear some things up if you can respond to that question. It'd be awesome.
All right. Real quick, weather-wise, we're going to do weather and what the kids are having for breakfast, and then we've got some morning jokes to try and make you smile. 68 for a high today. Cloudy with, get this, light rain this morning possible. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some rain overnight. I think last I looked, it was like 7/100ths of an inch. So not a lot, but we will take every single little drop.
Yeah, it's not saying how much is expected, but there is a 90% chance this morning. Overcast this evening down to 48 with a stray shower or unfortunate thunderstorm. Don't need any of those. Low around to 48, as I said. For Wednesday, 64-47, cloudy. Thursday, 64-40 and cloudy. Into the weekend, looking pretty good. 68 and 40 with mostly sunny skies Friday. Same deal for Saturday, just a couple degrees cooler with the high at 66. And Sunday right now, partly cloudy and 68. Starting off next week, lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the low 70s. All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were going to get back up into the 70s.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's see. Kids for breakfast this morning. I think I have this right. Forgive me if it's not. The new calendar on the breakfast cycle, they don't put the dates. But if I have it right, it is a fresh baked muffin, yogurt, or fruit or juice. I am positive about lunch for today. It's ham and cheese sliders, tomato soup, and veggies and fruit. All right, Val, I found you a great opening joke this morning. Ladies, don't get mad at her. I wrote it.
Oh, he wrote it. Of course he did. A blonde is driving a car and hears on the radio that 2 Brazilian people died. She immediately starts to cry and says, "But how many is a Brazilian?"
Slightly more than 1 million.
Did I do a good crying voice?
You did. All right, Val, this morning I was getting ready for the show. I tried to pull up my sleeve, and I punched myself in the face.
I've done that before.
It's okay, though, because I figure I've had it coming for a long time.
I only wish it could have been me.
What, getting hit in the face, or?
No, punch you in the face.
All right. You've got another one, Val. No coffee. You're making jokes. Put that coffee cup down.
Fine.
Okay.
But I suppose you can't see because nothing ever shows up. But there's my coffee cup. Oh, hold on. It says I put it. It doesn't work. It says I put a spell on you because I broke out my my Halloween coffee cups. So yeah, I put a spell on you. But nothing ever shows up on the camera, right? So anyway, that's it. Okay, I decided I needed my GPS to say, no, your other left.
That'd be kind of handy. Huh?
It would.
All right, I've got some tips, Val, to help people make it a fun day. Okay?
Okay.
All right, this is things you can do to make it a fun day. If you're accused of anything today, say, "You got me." So, like, you know what are you trying to get fired? You got me. So anybody accuses you of anything. Did you borrow my pen? You got me. Even though you don't have it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just make it interesting.
Next one, instead of saying yes today when anybody asks you anything, say hell yes. Do you work here? Hell yes. It's doubly funny if the question you're implying you did something wrong. Did you eat my lunch that was right here? Hell yes. It's just going to make the day funner.
Oh, yeah, until you get punched.
Yeah. All right. When in doubt, compare things to animals. I like to do this. I don't know, Val. You're like a puma.
Okay. Like
right.
fast and sleek and...
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Killer on 4 legs.
Sure. Hey, baby. You know what? Our love is like a hummingbird. Really fast and spastic.
And you're always sticking your beak where it doesn't belong.
It only lasts 30 seconds. All right. And finally, when somebody asks you, how do you feel? Say, I don't know. I kind of feel like a buffalo. And now, more help. Val has responses for any boring stories people tell you today. These are especially good for old people, and her responses you can use in any situation. Let's see if I could do a setup. So, Val, yesterday I was just getting ready to do this big project, and I needed my lawn tractor, and the starter broke.
As a prophecy foretold.
Ugh. That needs this.
But at what cost?
Val, the starter on my lawnmower quit.
But at what cost?
I like the next one. Hey, Val, the starter on my lawnmower quit.
That's what she said.
Val, the starter on my lawnmower quit.
Just like my dream.
No. See, it just works, right?
It does.
Val, the starter on my lawnmower quit.
In this economy?
I know. It's like $60.
Oh.
And Val, my starter on my lawnmower quit while I was in the woods.
Is that when the wolves came?
Yes.
I like those. I wish I could remember them on the fly, though.
Oh, yeah. Just remember the first one. As the prophecy foretold. Now I can double laugh.
An echo.
All right. Bad poetry for today. You ready?
Perhaps.
My lawn will soon be covered with leaves once again, red and yellow and brown. Why can't we figure out how to make them fall up instead of down?
If only.
If only. That's why I have the big leaf blower to get them in the neighbor's yard.
That works too.
Yeah. All right, let's get into our morning stuff this morning, Val. I think we deserve a round of applause for that, and hopefully we made you smile, if not laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna backtrack just a minute though.
Okay.
You know the leaf blower thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize till we got a leaf blower all the things that it is handy for.
Ew.
Like when we come back from riding in the side-by-side, you blow all the dust out with a leaf blower.
And that's how Brad dries your hair, right?
It does, and the dog. And the other thing it's really good for is blowing out your gutters.
Yeah, you get a little 4-inch piece of stovepipe in that elbow, and you can just put it up in the gutter and walk right down them.
Yeah, and then one of the things that it really comes in handy for, if you have a bug zapper, it blows all the dead bugs out of your bug zapper.
Nice.
Yeah, so just little, help for our listeners this morning. 100 ways to use a leaf blower.
And the one thing you can't do is inflate your ego. So I'm safe.
You can blow dry your hair, Scott.
That's right. I don't know if I should be thankful for that. All right, let's take a look at what's going on this week in the beautiful city of Chihuahua and the surrounding areas. Now, first up, this is an important one for tonight. It is the final night of tryouts for a night of one acts, and this is going to happen tonight between 6 and 8. It's a curtain call, a night of one acts. The artistic director is Debbie McConnell. Auditions tonight, 6 p.m., Chihuahua Center for the Arts, 405 North 3rd Street East. Go try out and get put in one of the one-act plays. Those are always fun. I like to have a bunch of them together, and you're always sure to see a couple you love. So.
And then you don't have as many lines to remember.
Yes, it's great for the actors.
It's great for elderly people like me.
So that is the last night for that tonight. During the daytime today, 10:30 to 11:30, Chihuahua Library story time for the kids. On tomorrow, it is the 1st of October, First Wednesday with Ted at the Chihuahua Public Library. That happens between 3 and 4. It's a chance for you to find out about starting a new business in the county or the Tri-County area. Also, tech help at 3 o'clock at the library for people with laptops, phones, tablets, that kind of stuff. Food banks open on Thursday, 10 to 2. Chamber of Commerce morning. Commerce meeting Friday morning. See how I'm rushing? Put all that together in like 2 words. Yes. And the Chihuahua Farmers Market, 11 to 3:30. Actually, Val, our family did live in Russia for a while.
Yeah, back when it was called Prussia.
And I think that was an immigration thing. Back in World War I, you weren't allowed to immigrate from Germany to America for some reason. So our family went to Russia. You had to stay for a year, and then you could come to America. So kind of different.
Jumping out of the pot and into the flames or something.
Something like that. All right. And then Saturday, just one big event on the calendar. This is happening up at 49 Degrees North, and it is their second annual, I need some echo for this probably, Rocktoberfest.
Ooh, how fun.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It's going to be live music and a bunch of other stuff going on. Let's see if it'll open up for me. This is happening Saturday, second annual Rocktoberfest. Saturday and Sunday, 5K trail run, food, and music. You can go to their website to find out more details for that 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort. And that's the community calendar for this week. A quick glance if there's something I should be warning you about. And I don't see it. Okay, nothing off our local calendar, but don't forget, if you want to send something directly to the station, go to kchw.org, northernlightspublicradio.com, and you can make a submission to us. You can even attach a poster to it. Do that on the Contact Us page. As well, the new calendar that everybody, we've got a couple great calendars in town. One of them, chihuahua.org, and of course, that's from the Chamber of Commerce. And then we have, actually, I think I accidentally covered up. And then we have a community group calendar, too. And they are all really good at keeping a full list of events happening in our area. All right, I think we made it through the events. Few morning news headlines. Val, I think you have these, too. And I've just been talking a bunch. So why don't you kick it off with our first story, which is kind of a warning.
All right. Coming out of New York, about 58 million pounds of corn dogs and other sausage on a stick products are being recalled across the U.S. because pieces of wood may be embedded in the batter, which several consumers have reported injuries on to date. According to a Saturday notice published by the Agriculture Department's Food Safety and Inspection Service, that's still funded?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, the recall covers select State Fair corn dogs on a stick and Jimmy Dean pancakes and sausage on a stick products from a Texas-based Hillshire Brands, which is a subsidiary of Tyson Foods. The contamination problem was discovered after Hillshire received multiple consumer complaints, the service notes, 5 of which involved injuries.
Ow.
Yikes.
So imagine eating a corn dog and getting a sliver through the roof of your mouth. That's pretty much
so
what
I wonder
it is.
if it has something to do with the stick, though, right? Anytime you put something on a stick, on a wooden stick, you would think that you would
run the risk.
You know,
I mean, I bet you a stick fell into something, or a box of sticks and got all ground up, and then made it into the corn dogs. State Fair corn dogs are those ones in the blue box. I see them in every store you go into. So this is a massive recall. No matter how much you like corn dogs, don't do it.
What I like is they say you can throw them out or return them. They never mention anything about a refund.
Well, they're probably worried about all the lawsuits from people with slivers in their mouth.
Could be.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if that's what happened to you when you lied?
Oh, a sliver in your mouth?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there would be so many in Trump's mouth that looked like he had a set of wooden dentures.
Shares of, this is a strange one, shares of pot companies rose on Monday after U.S. President Donald Trump advocated the potential benefits from the use of cannabidol. That's like CBD oil. Right?
Yes,
and senior health care during a late night 2 a.m. social media post. Trump had said last month his administration was looking to reclassify marijuana again. Biden just did it, took it down to category 3, which means it has little or no possibility of dependence. So maybe he's planning on making it totally legal across the country, which could also result in potentially easing criminal penalties in states like Indiana and Idaho. For people. I mean, people don't need to go to jail for smoking pot. It's a waste. So
exactly.
So hopefully that'll happen. And my question to you, Val, is do you think Donald Trump smokes pot?
Supposedly he doesn't even drink. So I don't know. It's got to be a more mind-altering substance that he uses than pot.
Okay. I'm going to say hard no to him smoking pot, because if he did, he'd be nicer.
Oh, there you go.
He'd be all happy and jovial and want to watch Star Trek with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the McDonald's down perfectly, but I don't know about the rest.
So there's a good thing, and here comes Val with a bad thing.
On September 27th, President Donald Trump shared an apparently AI-generated video of himself promoting a cure-all med bed, a medical conspiracy theory. The video, which has since been deleted from his Truth Social account, resembled a Fox News segment on the show hosted by the president's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, but it never aired on the network. Every American will soon receive their own medbed card, said the AI rendering of Trump. But much like the mock news report, medbeds don't actually exist. The medbed conspiracy has roots in the QAnon movement and falsely claims that cure-all medical beds exist and are being kept from the public. So here's the deal. If they're, kept from the public, but if there was truly a med bed, don't you think that Trump would crawl in it?
I think Biden had been sleeping in it every night.
Exactly. I mean,
that's like the conspiracy theory that Democrats were harvesting the adrenal glands of children to stay young. That was another QAnon conspiracy theory. And my reaction to that on the radio the first time I heard it was, have you seen Joe Biden? It's not working.
It's not working. Yeah, so let's just use some common sense when you hear these conspiracy theories.
Yeah. All right, next one. Last week, the Second Appellate Court ruled Trump's tariffs are illegal. Isn't that what he's good at, though? Ignoring the law. So what is going to happen with the tariffs? I haven't heard anything pop up on the news about this, other than the Second Appellate Court, said they were illegal. Now, he takes everything to the Supreme Court where he's padded it, so he wins, but I don't know if this is something that can go there or not. So we'll have to find out.
I'm not sure. It is actually Congress's duty.
Yeah, this is taxation without representation, plain and simple.
Right. And so it's Congress's duty to stop this. and so, yeah. So it's really not on the Supreme Court to say whether it's legal or illegal. It should be Congress voting on whether these tariffs go into place.
The process was skipped, so that's probably what makes them illegal.
Mm-hmm. I would say.
That's why we had the Revolutionary War, taxation without representation. So, bad idea. Now, what about those tariffs? We don't know, but the Chinese president's export engine has proven unstoppable during the 5 months of sky-high U.S. tariffs, sending China toward a record $1.2 trillion trade surplus. With the access to the U.S. curtailed, Chinese manufacturers have shown they're not backing down. Indian purchases hit an all-time high in August. Shipments to Africa are on track for an annual record, and sales to Southeast Asia have exceeded their pandemic-era peak. The across-the-board surge is causing alarm abroad as governments weigh the potential damage to their own industries against the risk of antagonizing Beijing, the top trading partner, get this, for over half the planet. That means half the people on the planet are getting their plastic tchotchkes from China.
We were talking about this the other day, that the actions that have been taken are actually setting up China as the world power.
Yep. They're going to control everything. And the sad thing about it is all this industry that they're doing the rest of the planet, they're destroying their own country for the people that live through making these. I mean, okay, they're making shoes and clothes and everything, but it all has some kind of plastic component. And they are really, they might be supplying half the world, but what are they doing to their citizens to do that?
Right. So I have this, I get a subscribe and save from Amazon for Proactive. And it is an acne treating medicine. Since I hit menopause, I have just had horrible acne. So I got a notice. It's usually $20 a month. I got a notice from Amazon that it went up to $30 a month just from last month. So I don't know what active ingredient in Proactive comes from China or abroad. I'm not saying necessarily just China, but that was a 50% increase in, or more than that.
And maybe
60% increase.
You know, I'm not going to say this is the case there, but you were also running the risk of corporations taking advantage of the situation like they did during COVID. I'm sorry, ConAgra, Monsanto, they've all taken advantage of the economy since COVID started. They keep shrinking our food and raising the price at the same time. I bet you if you could dig into it, you would find that food companies are making their biggest profits ever, taking advantage of the economy. Maybe that Proactive is made in the U.S., but they're like, everything's going up. Let's raise our price and make more money.
That could definitely be. But I think some of this is backfiring as well. I heard a story the other day that Subaru is not happy and actually going to move their manufacturing out of the United States. And so this was supposed to incentivize people to move manufacturing here, and I don't think that is the effect that we're getting on that either.
No. It's a scar. I have a feeling that this whole turmoil that we've set upon the planet, really, that our president has, is going to haunt us, because we've kind of shown that we will, as a country, do something totally off the wall and elect somebody that, you know, whether it's your opinion or not, may probably shouldn't be in the office and is causing problems for countries around the world that didn't need to happen. So let's say we go back to a state of normality government-wise during the next presidential election, and you are Canada. Are you going to trust us? Are you going to say, oh, they've got a new president, we can trust them again? You're not, because you know 4 years from now, we could elect another off-the-wall person. And that puts a scar, I think, on our country. I don't think other countries, especially our neighbors, are going to forget this.
I hope you're wrong in that, for one, I hope we as a country learn our lesson in this election cycle. And two, I think it depends on the political party that ends up in power as to whether they are willing to take a risk on us again. And hopefully they forgive and forget, as Canadians generally do.
Hopefully. All right. There was one more, and then we have one about Whoopi Goldberg, but there was one more government one down at the bottom. Do you want me to do that? You want to do it?
You go ahead.
President Trump, top Democrats failed to strike an agreement during a private meeting on Monday with Senator Chuck Schumer pointing to large differences on health care, and Vice President J.D. Vance saying the government was probably headed to a shutdown. Republican and Democrat leaders emerged from the White House blaming the other side for the stalemate as Congress faces a today deadline to fund the government. The ramifications of a government shutdown could be immense for the federal workforce and Americans relying on an array of government services, with Trump officials signaling they plan to conduct mass firings if the government shuts down. Kind of a threat, I guess, to keep it moving. In a letter to federal agencies, the White House Office of Management and Budget says agencies should use this opportunity to consider reductions in workforce. Is that illegal to let people go when there's a government shutdown? That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. But as we mentioned earlier, the legality and all of that, is not considered at all, I don't think, in the process. But yeah, we were just, we were talking about all of the, we've got a friend who is retired Air Force, and he's also retired from the, I'm going to completely lose
Postal
my
Service?
mind. No, he worked at the VA.
Okay.
He was the head of the laboratory. The second largest research facility in the United States was in the VA in Orange County. So he has retirements from both of those services, which if the government shuts down today, he gets no retirement.
Checks
I
don't
mean,
go out.
he doesn't get his checks. So any of your your veterans are hit really hard in this. And so, it's the people like that are paying the price for the government shutdown. Now,
they avert it all the time, but I don't think they will this time. Our divisions have gone too far.
All right. I just think that, nobody is willing to budge because they think their side is right. And, you only hear a certain amount of what they're arguing over, I'm sure. But, some of the things that we're looking at is whether there will be a reduction in Medicare and Medicaid. I mean, that's one of the things that is a point of contention. And I know that there's many more, but it's, yeah, I think you're right. There's going to be no way out of this one.
They're planning on holding out for the Republicans to cave on health care.
Yes.
Because it affects the poorest people in our country, and in my opinion only, that's the right thing to do. All right. Last story, Whoopi Goldberg, Val.
All right. She is challenging the creation of AI actress Tilly Norwood and doubting Tilly can steal jobs away from real actors since human performers move differently, our faces move differently, our bodies move differently. Tilly has dominated recent headlines in Hollywood ever since actor, comedian, and producer Eline van der Velden?
Yes.
Van der Velden announced at the Zurich Summit that her AI creation is courting interest from multiple talent agents who are allegedly interested in signing her. Hollywood stars such as Melissa Barrera, Kiersey Clemens, Mara Wilson, and more were quick to condemn the AI creation on social media, while van der Velden defended Tilly, who was created by the AI production studio Particle 6, by saying she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Now, of course, as always, the internet had a lot to say. Most common comment was, can we replace Whoopi with AI? She has a lot of haters, of course. The other comment is, Whoopi qualified to decide what acting is. And finally, Tilly is adorable, Whoopi not so much.
There's a few more here. Why not? All the new actors and singers that are breaking out are all nepotism babies with questionable talent. She can't be worse than them. I like this random one. When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital. Well, that's off topic, but cool.
Yeah.
Do the next one, Val. I think that's the funniest one.
I still have anger at Gene Roddenberry for putting her in a Star Trek series. Her occasional scenes were out of place, awkward, annoying, and cringe at best.
Oh, I got to agree with that. Every time I never minded the bar scenes in Star Trek where they go to 10 forward, but I always hated the scenes. And I'm Patrick Stewart's the best captain of a ship ever. But I could never stand those scenes. I agree with that. They seemed so out of place and awkward. So, all right. Last one. No, Tilly's reportedly dating Pete Davidson. I hope he doesn't break her heart. Meanwhile, the Kardashians have found comfort in the fact that someone faker than us is now in the spotlight, making them look more real than ever. And the last one, Val?
Scott's question. Does Tilly have an OnlyFans page yet? Now, so this is how out of touch I am. I didn't know there was this big controversy. I haven't seen Tilly in a video. I'd never even heard of it before this spot today. So have you?
Yes. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well, now I guess that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon.
She looks like maybe a young Jennifer Love Hewitt, kind of, and really adorable, and looked to me 100% real, like a photo of any person you would see, like her headshot. Wow. So I did not watch videos with her to see the movements, so I can't judge on that. But
yeah,
Tilly Norwood, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, the AI videos that are out there. I get a kick out of the cat ones. I mean, they're pretty funny, pretty cute usually. But the one thing I would say to people is be careful of the videos. They're not necessarily AI in that they use actual video clips of, so Jimmy Kimmel is a huge one. There was videos all over Facebook of him reacting to his, suspension of his show, and he was talking about it the other night on how they were all fake, but they just took different clips of Jimmy in different situations and then edited and cut together different audio clips of him over the years and made it look like he was saying certain things that he had never said.
I know it would take a lot of work, but they ought to track that down and charge him with fraud.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But you've been seeing it for years. Kelly Clarkson was a big one for a long time when she lost all the weight. There was all these, weight loss companies that were dubbing, her audio and, pretending she was endorsing their product. And so, yeah, it's really all over the place.
Yeah. What was I saw another one. They're doing it with America's Got Talent too, where people will get a shot where there was nobody on stage, and then they'll superimpose themselves on the stage doing a performance and do cutaways back to, the whole crew up on the panel. And they're always, some of them make you wonder, was this a real actual tryout? But usually you can kind of tell because the reactions are cheesy. That get dubbed in, like they cut to Simon and he's doing a big surprised face, and it's usually the same one you'll see in multiple videos. Like, I don't know, it's like you're saying, they're clips that are out there, or people go and record off things exist and then try to make a fake, and it's sad they don't have anything better to do.
Right. I guess, do they think their real talent is in editing video?
Well, speaking of cringy, let's go back and forth as we go into Bits and Breaks this morning. A list of 11 things you can do to be cringy today as well. Just like Whoopi.
You could talk loudly on your phone in a public place describing how dirty Twila is and how the people there are all so ugly.
I dare you. Someone's going to hit you with a brick. I wear thick glasses and find a mannequin in Chihuahua and then talk to it. Ask where to find the G-string underwear.
So we know what kind of mannequin this is. You could have an imaginary friend that you talk to in public. Here's the problem with that, though. How many people are got earbuds in and are talking on their phone as they walk around? You always do that. Yeah, that double take. Are they talking to me? Who are they talking to?
That's why you need to have a second meal across from you at the table.
There you go.
Ask them if you can have a bite of their spaghetti.
Yeah. Are you going to eat all that?
Yeah. All right, wear entirely mismatched clothes and insist that you're colorblind.
Oh, this is the one I want to do. Make up a dance and perform it in public.
Maybe not. Maybe not you.
I want to do that.
Oh, trip and fall in front of people on purpose.
The on purpose part is a qualifier right there because, imitate everyone you meet.
Imitate everyone you meet.
Exactly. Just like that.
Yeah.
You might get punched.
Laugh hysterically for no reason.
Speak gibberish instead of actual words.
I think we do that all the time.
Oh.
Talk to inanimate objects as if they're real people. That'll get you kicked out of City Hall.
Mr. Microphone, do you mind that I talk into you?
Last one, Val?
Slap yourself every time you say something.
Ow! Smackdown. Self-smackdown. All right. Things we didn't know that were true. I'm going to do this first one. Radio Shack sued a regional auto parts chain, Auto Shack, for infringing on their name. Auto Shack changed their name to AutoZone. Years later, Radio Shack created a section inside the store called Power Zone, so AutoZone sued them for infringing on their name.
Take that.
Yes.
Oh. Another thing you didn't know was true. Pokemon has made more money than Harry Potter, Marvel, the Beatles, and Taylor Swift combined. Pokemon is the highest grossing IP of all time, and it isn't even remotely close. Pokemon is many tens of billions of dollars ahead of second place.
But they don't tell us what second place was. So if it's Marvel, they're tens of billions of dollars ahead of Marvel. That's amazing. An app.
That is amazing.
All right. There are 2 comic strips called Dennis the Menace. Did you know that?
I did not.
There's one in the UK and one in the US. They have nothing to do with each other and were developed entirely separately from each other, but they both premiered on the same day, March 12th, 1951.
So there is like no connection between the two.
None whatsoever.
At all.
Just coincidence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that's perfect proof of the multiverse.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
Another thing that you probably didn't know was true, President Jimmy Carter was once attacked by a rabbit in a lake.
I've never seen a rabbit swimming.
Me neither.
Must have been a rabid rabbit.
Speaking of rabid rabbit, my new favorite song is a country song, which so you would never have heard it, but the name of it is Biting List, and it basically says if I ever get rabies, you're high on my biting list.
All right, get this next one. John Fogerty was sued by his former record label for sounding too much like John Fogerty. So
sounds like some of the lawsuits we see
yes
on the news lately.
So John Fogerty hated when he broke up CCR and went solo. And the record company that had the rights to CCR music continued to mess with him, trying to keeping the rights to the songs and stuff, which later was overturned. But they sued him when he came out with Old Man Down the Road from that album Centerfield, the one that's about baseball, because they said it was stolen from Run Through the Jungle by CCR. And he won because the judge agreed that that it is totally 100% natural for a musician who writes his own music to write songs that sound similar.
Sometimes they're so similar you think, do they have anything else in their repertoire?
No. I found the next one surprising.
Yeah, the largest air force in the world is the United States Air Force. The second largest air force in the United States is the United States Navy.
Wow, 1 and 2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess we just don't generally think of Navy, but, they land Air Force jets on Or aren't they? Are they Navy jets or are they Air Force? Anyway,
I think if they're on an Air Force carrier, they're probably Navy jets.
Right.
Think.
So pretty wild, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. American settlers. I think you did the last one. Yes. American settlers killed over 40 million bison, bringing the population down from 40 million to 1,000 bison. That's how we almost lost them. Americans. Huh.
Can you imagine killing 40 million?
I didn't think there was enough of us to eat all those.
Well, I think they used them for furs and for everything else. But yeah, that's horrible. The last one, and I want more information on this because it's just a statement. But the chainsaw was originally invented to deliver babies.
Wow.
I want more info.
And you can do, let's try it. Control, click. Let's see what opens. All right. If you've ever asked yourself why were chainsaws invented, you're probably surprised to learn it wasn't for cutting wood. First chainsaw invented to aid in childbirth. It sounds horrible? It was, says Dr. Anthony Tizano, an obstetrician gynecologist in Ohio. Tizano has one of the most extensive private collections of OBGYN artifacts and medical books in the United States, all housed in the Tizano Museum of Obstetrics, Gynecology, Medical Antiques, and Women's Health History. While certainly cringeworthy, the medical chainsaw invented at the time played a life-saving role during childbirth at a time when there were no safer options in case of obstructed labor, long before anyone realized the same mechanism could be used to give a boon to the timber industry.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to get into it any more than that. Somebody might be eating breakfast.
That's right.
All right. You did
and I do see that I skipped one.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can see your nose. Your brain just ignores it.
It's true.
I did know that one because when you start thinking about it, you realize that you can see your nose, a part of it, but you just never, think about it on a daily basis.
Crazy. All right, doing a time check here, 11:09. One more, Val. We got time for one more before we go to break today. Managers were asked to share the most memorable and usual applications they've received. All right, so some of these could be good, some of these could be bad. First one, Val.
A resume was written in Klingon language from Star Trek.
Huh. On sites that let you, they ask you questions for the about field, and they'll say other languages spoken. If you can choose your own, I always put Klingon in
there. And can you speak any words in Klingon?
Gak.
Oh, okay.
Which is that stuff that looks like worms.
You could just start saying something in a very guttural voice, and they wouldn't know that you actually weren't speaking Klingon.
Yeah, they'd be like, is that Klingon or German? Resume was submitted from a person the company had just fired. I wonder if it was at least a different department.
How about the one where the resume's skills section was spelled SKELZE?
Nice. Skills, not spelling.
So this is whoever made up. Oh, I get it now. I'm just okay.
All right. Resume listed the candidate's objective as to work for someone who's not an alcoholic with 3 DUIs like my current employer. That might get you a job.
Resume included language typically seen in text messages.
Oh my God, I worked here for 30 days. OMG.
OMG, LOL. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I got fired from this one, LOL.
Yes, exactly.
Resume consisted of one sentence. Hire me, I'm awesome. You're in.
Resume listed the candidate's video gaming experience, leading warrior clan, suggesting this passed for leadership experience.
Kind of does.
You'd think.
Resume included pictures of the candidate from baby photos to adulthood. Charming, I guess.
On the job application where it asks for your job title with a previous employer, the applicant wrote Mr.
Mr. What?
Mister.
And our last resume includes time spent in jail for assaulting their former boss.
Oh, my goodness.
So don't make this guy mad if you hire him.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, we come back. Local birthdays, celebrity birthdays. We're going to do a little trivia, see how much you know. We also have today's odd news, but you have to stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7, and I sure hope it works, Val. Oh, it did. Here we go.
So. Woohoo.
Sketchy problems today.
Don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I find you.
We will. Don't leave.
We will track you down.
Track it out.
I'm picking up a heavy, creepy vibe here.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
That's not nice, Val.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:14.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Store newscast, September the 30th, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. A government shutdown fast approaching. Democratic and Republican congressional leaders left a White House meeting with President Trump Monday afternoon showing no sign of compromising from their entrenched positions in order to avoid a lapse in funding. That for the Associated Press. They report if government funding legislation isn't passed by the Congress and signed by Trump on Tuesday night, many government offices across the nation will be temporarily shuttered, and non-exempt federal workers will be furloughed, adding to the strain on workers and the nation's economy. The AP notes that Democrats are using one of their few points of leverage to demand legislation to extend health care benefits, but Republicans are refusing to compromise. Next to Texas, a state seeking approval from the Environmental Protection Agency to receive primacy Class 6 underground injection wells for carbon capture and storage.
The facilities are used to inject carbon dioxide into wells below reservoirs that store drinking water. Miriam Al-Shama with the Bipartisan Policy Center says if the request is approved, the state will have control over the implementation and permitting of the process.
Instead of the EPA regulating this, Texas is trying to demonstrate that they have the regulations and enforcement capabilities and monitoring capabilities in place to do this at the state level instead.
Texas already has primacy for Class 1 through Class 5 wells. The EPA has proposed its approval of the request. The Texas Railroad Commission will be in charge of the program. I'm Frida Ross reporting.
The Safe Water Drinking Act allows the EPA to grant authority to states that have local expertise and understand their water resources. Meantime, child obesity is rising in Indiana. Our Joey Lurie reports new research shows the trend is getting worse.
The Indiana Youth Institute says more than 1 in 5 Hoosier children between the ages of 2 and 19 live with obesity. Tammy Silverman, president and CEO of the nonprofit group, says the problem is widespread and requires widespread action.
This isn't a single issue. The complex problem is something that families, schools, youth-serving organizations, healthcare providers, community organizations, and policymakers all can come together and should come together to try to create solutions for our kids.
Experts caution that obesity is not simply about personal choices. Genetics, food access, neighborhood safety, and family economics all play major roles. Community leaders say reversing the trend will take everyone working together to make healthy choices easier and more affordable for Indiana families, from parents and schools to policymakers.
This is Public News Service. The gunman who killed at least 4 worshipers, wounded 8, and was shot to death by police Sunday at a Mormon church in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan, had a sign emblazoned with the last name of Donald Trump outside his home, public records show. Now for The Guardian. About 1 in 5 homes in the Las Vegas area owned by a corporate investor. That's according to new data from Redfin. But legislative efforts to rein in the problem are stalled.
Critics say corporate investors squeeze supply and drive prices up by taking too many homes off the market and turning them into high-priced rentals. State Senator Dina Neal says first-time homebuyers have a hard time finding an affordable option.
Limiting corporate investors, that's a part of the larger play of making sure that there is something available that you can purchase and that you're not competing against a corporate investor so that you can actually achieve the American dream.
Neal's bill to limit corporate purchase of homes to 100 per year failed in the state Senate in May in the face of Republican opposition. I'm Suzanne Potter.
And in Michigan and across the country, the rush is on for those wanting to buy an electric vehicle, as federal tax credits worth up to $7,500 for new EVs and $4,000 for used models expire today.
Michigan has more than 85,000 registered electric vehicles on the road, ranking in the top 15 states nationwide. The credits were structured so buyers could see the savings right at the dealership. Ingrid Malgrim with Plug-in America says clean car standards and EV tax credits helped automakers shift away from gas-powered vehicles and boost the job market.
This led to manufacturing plants for both batteries and EVs in a number of states around the country, leading to hundreds of thousands of new jobs.
Those opposed to the tax credits contend markets should decide which vehicles succeed, not subsidies. They see tax credits as interfering with free market dynamics or picking winners and losers. Crystal Blair reporting.
Finally, a new treatment is being developed for seasonal protection of Lyme disease, which is on the rise in states like Wisconsin.
Lyme disease is a tick-borne infection caused by the Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria. Seth Letterman heads Tonic Pharmaceuticals, the company licensing the antibody treatment. He says it works by neutralizing a key component of the bacteria.
There are about 70 million people in the United States who are in areas where there's significant infestation with ticks infected with Borrelia, and right now there are not good alternatives to treat it.
Wisconsin saw nearly 6,500 cases of Lyme disease in 2024, the highest on record. Letterman says the intention of the antibody treatment is to provide seasonal protection, with people receiving it in spring for protection through summer and fall. I'm Judith Ruiz Branch reporting.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service. We are member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
And we're back. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Val on a Tuesday. And Val, I was looking over our messages when we were gone. And remember we had somebody earlier this morning said that there was music or another station playing behind. And somebody else posted, again, there's music playing over you on the radio. So I dug into the tower site and I logged into the computer up there. And sure enough, I think Chuck might have had a problem yesterday and started an audio player up at the mountain, and then he restarted our feed and never shut off the audio player. So I don't know how long that we've had two audios running at the same time, because obviously we can't hear it over here in Maine. But apologize to people listening on the radio that had to put up with it, but I believe it's gone now.
All right. Yeah, and I tried to refresh my Facebook, the Facebook page a couple times and didn't ever see that message till right now. Ken didn't mention it when he said good morning.
Yeah, it's because Ken is in Ponderay and he listens totally. People watching YouTube and Facebook and off the website weren't experiencing it. It was only people listening on the radio because we had two tower streams fixed in there. I feel so bad because I'm sure people had to tune right out because it was annoying. But we've got it taken care of. Woofta. And
well, thanks for the people that pointed it out. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't see Tina's message earlier. We could have probably gotten things taken care of earlier.
And if it makes you feel any better, I woke Chuck up to tell him what he did wrong. All right, what would you like?
It's 8:20. It's fine.
It's fine. What would you like to see on the second half of today's show? Someone ice sculpting or a gorilla getting a dental exam? What would you like to see, Val?
Ooh. I want to see the gorilla getting a dental exam.
All right, vote now on Facebook. What do you want to see, an ice sculpting or a gorilla getting a dental exam? We'll see what happens. Just stay right here, maybe. All right, local birthdays, we only have 0 for today, but we weren't on the radio on Monday, and Carrie Richardson had a birthday, and Ruby and Steve Enyart had an anniversary. So the applause for them. And here comes Val with a selection of celebrity birthdays for today.
All right, Angie Dickinson. Wow. Remember her when she was policewoman?
Yes.
Wow, 91 years old today. That just blows my mind. Johnny Mathis is 87. Barry Williams, who played Greg on the Brady Bunch, is 68. Fran Drescher, who played the nanny, is 65. Eric Stoltz from Pulp Fiction and director on TV's Glee is 61. Monica Bellucci from Passion of the Christ and The Matrix Reloaded is 58. Amy Landecker from The Handmaid's Tale is 53. Tony Hale from Veep and Arrested Development, 52. Jenna Elfman from Dharma and Greg is 51 today. Formula One driver Max Verstappen. Verstappen? Oh, I had to say it with like a German accent. Yeah. Verstappen is, who runs for Red Bull Racing, is 25.
You know something about him, Val, is Max doesn't like Verstappen. He's a race car driver.
That was really good, Scott.
Thank
you. Did you come up with that all on your own?
I did. Couldn't you tell?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed. Levi Miller, who was in A Wrinkle in Time, is 20 years old today, and that's all I have.
All right, happened today. I have it. It's history, and we start off in 1630 when John Bellington became the first criminal to be executed in the American colonies when he was hanged for murder.
Ooh.
1841, stapler invented by Samuel Slocum.
Well, that was a good invention, Samuel. Yes. I hope you made lots of money off of it.
1846, dentist William Morton used an experimental anesthetic called ether for the first time on one of his patients at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston for a tooth extraction. And we've been using it ever since. I had some right now.
Oh.
Yeah. 1946, International Military Tribunal in Nuremberg, Germany, found 22 top Nazi leaders guilty of war crimes, 11 of which were sentenced to death. I have a feeling our country is going to go through the same thing.
Scary.
Scary.
Because they're gathering all the military generals today.
Yep. 1960, Flintstones debuted on ABC. 1982, Cheers, the place where everyone knows your name, began its 11-year run of boring sitcom shows. 2017, an Indonesian man survived a fight with a giant python 25.5 feet long. I want to know how.
Wow, I want to know too.
Wow. 2015, a production crew shooting a promotional film for the city of Houston got robbed at gunpoint while shooting the famous "We Love Houston" sign. Can I get some applause? I hate Texas. The man fled with 2 video cameras being used by the crew and a GoPro they were using to shoot behind-the-scenes footage.
Oh, my goodness.
2019, 350 billion ton iceberg named D28 calved from the Amory ice shelf in our Antarctica. I think that was the biggest iceberg at the time that we've had bust off. So, wow. And we go to special events for my sister Val.
Ask a stupid question, Scott. I dare ya.
I don't know any stupid questions.
Well, you know, when they always say there are no stupid questions.
Only stupid people.
Oh, yes, there is.
No stupid questions, just stupid people.
I used to work with this gal who, you know, we would occasionally go on, you know, those training classes together. And it would be like, okay, you know, you're all set to end early and get out of there early. And then she would ask a question. A very stupid question.
We had a girl in school that would do that and interrupt the class, you know, with a question that obviously she wasn't paying attention. And the teacher would like have to backtrack for 15 minutes. And anytime she raised her head, everybody else just put theirs on their forehead. All right, what else day is it?
Chewing gum day.
On the bottom of your shoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extra virgin olive oil day. So not just any olive oil. It has to be extra virgin if you're going to celebrate today.
Okay.
Okay. Hug a vegetarian day. For a minute, I thought that said hug a veterinarian day, but it's vegetarian. So don't mess that up.
All right. All right. It's super easy to hug a vegetarian, too, because they're skinny.
Careful you don't squeeze too hard. International Podcast Day.
We're doing it right now.
That's right. How about also Bakery Day?
Okay.
What's your favorite thing from the bakery?
That would have to be a maple bar.
I'm not a maple bar person. Now give me a donut filled with lemon of some kind.
Oh, that's good too.
I'm all in. Yeah. Hot mulled cider day.
Okay.
All right. Love People Day. I love you, people. I love you, brother.
Oh, thank you. Love you too.
And then finally, it's Save the Koala Day.
Because I love koalas too.
I do too.
All right, there you go. Good job. That's all of our goofy holidays. Which was your favorite, Val?
I would say the Ask a Stupid Question Day.
Mine is Hug a Vegetarian Day, and what do we got left here? About 30 minutes. I'll be out on the streets looking to do that.
All right. Holding a sign. If you're a vegetarian, I'd like to hug you.
I'm not leaving till I hug a vegetarian. What? You're vegan? No, thank you.
No, just vegetarian.
Just vegetarians is all I'm looking for.
If you're a vegetarian, just post it on Facebook now, so Scott knows you're out there.
Please.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
I made some really cool things for today. Audio-wise, a couple fun things. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover up your face. And I can't find where I left them. Isn't that the worst? Where I saved them to.
Oh, can't you do a search?
I'm trying. Hold on. I think I found one. Let's see, I feel like, you know, if I went through the trouble to make them, I should, you know, play them, right?
Oh, I was surprised you were going to Odd News already because, you know, we didn't do trivia or anything like that.
That's what I played was the trivia intro, but we're not quite there yet. Because I got sidetracked by these things.
I guess.
All right,
I guess I'm thinking impaired.
All right, here's our first one I forgot to do.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a KCHW special bulletin.
we still have no news from New Zealand. If they ever have any news in New Zealand, we'll be sure and let you know. Thank you.
Oh, Scott.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and God said, "Let there be light." And there was still nothing, but you could see it.
Oh, boy.
Was it worth the wait? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
All right.
It was definitely worth the wait, Scott.
Would you like to give or receive our first trivia question?
Receive.
Receive. In the kitchen, Val, 44% of us reuse this. What is it?
Ziploc bag.
Nope. That's disgusting.
Aluminum foil.
It is tinfoil. Good job. Second guess.
Second guess.
All right.
Which country has the highest life expectancy?
I'm going to say it's an Asian country.
You're right there.
But
Very warm.
But I don't think it's China. Is that correct?
Well, I'm confused right now because I need to look up the answer because
It's
I was
Singapore,
thinking,
if you don't know if it's a city or a country.
well, it's another one that I don't know if it's
Okay.
a city or a country. It's a so I'll give you this. It's a region of China. So I don't know why they've listed it as a separate country in this trivia.
Yeah, I'm not going to know the answer to that region of China.
Oh, you were so close. I mean, okay. Anyway, the answer is Hong Kong.
Really? Has the longest life expectancy.
It has the highest life expectancy. I would have never guessed because there's so much like pollution and stuff, isn't there?
Yeah, I would think if our forever chemicals are bad, theirs have to be horrible since they make all the plastic.
I know. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
All right, in a survey of human resources executives, 73% said this is the main cause of workplace unhappiness. What is the main cause of people being unhappy on their job?
Coworkers.
No.
I would say the number of hours they work.
No. You missed a big one.
Their boss?
Their boss!
I guess I was throwing that in with coworkers, but yeah, okay.
You had a boss at a meeting one time tell us we were all horrible and we sucked, and if somebody didn't like it, they should get up and leave. And I always regretted that the entire 20-person staff just didn't stand and walk out.
And leave. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. I once had a boss. He was awful boss. He was the reason why I was quitting, so you would think that I would have known that answer. But so when I turned in my resignation, he said, we're going to have to pay somebody way more than we paid you to get them to do the same job.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
What company was initially known as Blue Ribbon Sports?
That would be Nike.
Good job.
Whoop, whoop. What do U.S. Presidents Grover Cleveland, John Tyler, Woodrow Wilson all have in common? And I'm going to give you a hint. It's something they did while they were president. And they all did the same thing. And it's not presidential.
Okay. Woodrow Wilson.
Grover Cleveland, John Tyler. They all did the same thing the same life thing when they got into office.
They got married.
They got married. Dummies, yeah, you're right.
Thanks for leading me by the nose on that one.
Have you noticed how I'm much nicer with my trivia questions than you are with yours?
I know it.
Okay.
What is acrophobia a fear of?
Acrophobia. No, if it was Afrophobia, I could make a guess, but because I'm kind of growing one now. I don't know. Acrophobia. I don't know.
Just take a guess of some phobias, and I'll see if you're right.
I mean, acro is pretty close to arachnid, so spider.
Nope. Throw out some fears. Fear of
Arrows. Fear of women. Fear of spicy things.
Oh, it's fear of heights.
Fear of heights. That makes sense. Acro has nothing to do. Oh, acrobat. Oh,
No, there you go.
missed it. I
There you go.
missed it.
That's a way to
all
put it
right.
together.
Val, 12 banks, 7 trains. Who am I talking about?
What?
He robbed 12 banks and 7 trains. Who am I talking about?
12 banks and 7 trains. It must be somebody from the Old West. I'm trying to think. I can't. My brain has just gone blank.
You want initials?
Pardon?
You want initials? J? J.
Yes.
His initials are JJ. Everybody at home's going, oh my God, I can't.
Oh, James, Earl, James,
half
God,
right. First name is a J.
I can't, why can't I come up with it?
I don't know. Jesse James.
Jesse James. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am embarrassed beyond words.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
I'm sorry to add that insult to your injury.
That's all right, because it was, I deserved it.
I hate those life's
deserved
most
it.
embarrassing moments.
Yeah. Which country has the most islands?
Oh. I always get the geography questions, and I didn't pay attention in geography.
This is going to be a country that you would have no idea had islands because it seems to be known more for what I would say would be mountains.
Wow. The Himalayas?
Nope. That would be a mountain range.
Oh. Yeah, they go through a few countries.
It's in Europe.
Read the question one more time.
Which country has the most islands?
And it's in Europe. I'm going to say Scotland.
No.
I give up then.
It is Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden.
No.
With 270,000 islands.
Those are rocks.
Big enough to call an island.
Okay. All right, Val. Before 1950, Americans did this about once a week. Now the average is almost once a day.
Before 1950, once a week. Shower.
A shower
Bathe.
is correct.
Because I remember when we were kids, there was a time when we got to bathe in somebody else's water when they were done.
Oh, that's where you knew who got that from.
What's that?
That's where you know who got that from. We've got an inside family joke. I don't think we can tell on the radio, do we? Could we?
No.
All right. Just use your imagination about bathwater. And then that joke I used to make that, like, oh my gosh, she's so hot, I drink her bathwater. Not that one.
Oh, I never heard that one. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
How about that for some cringe? All right,
Ew.
Val. Did you have another one for me?
I'm just kind of scrolling through here and trying to find one that we'll go with. Which planet in the Milky Way is the hottest?
Whoa. I have to go with Mercury.
No.
It's Venus?
Yes, Venus.
Okay.
Which should be, I mean, we generally think of Venus as a woman, so hot women. That's right. Right on Venus.
But Mercury's hot too.
Yes.
Yeah. Not as curvy, though.
Not as curvy.
But yeah. All right, Val, last one I've got here. We could wrap it
Okay.
up with this. Hot toy or not a toy? Hot toy or not a
Okay.
toy? Christmas right around the corner. Barbie Extra Doll and Vanity Playset. Real toy, fake toy.
And I'm trying to think of what an extra doll might be and vanity playset. I'm going to say that's a real toy.
And you'd be correct, and you should go buy one.
Ew.
Maybe it's one of those heads that you can like put makeup on and stuff, since it's a vanity playset.
Maybe.
And is it in vanity as in bathroom vanity, or vanity like it's going to make you really conceited as a child?
And well, that's what I was trying to play out in my mind too. Which way is it?
All right. How about the Hot Wheels crash and burn and lose your license game?
I'm going to say not. Especially if you had a few whiskeys first.
The For Real Sweet Jammy Corn Unicorn.
Oh, got to be real.
It is real. Magic Mixie's Cauldron.
I wish it was real, but I'm gonna say it's real.
It is real. All right. How about the Hot Wheels Massive Loop Mayhem track set?
Yes, it's got to be.
Real. Nah, 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 surprise kitty cat camper.
If it's not, it should be.
It is. Yeah. And how about the Jurassic World Razor Sharp Claw Scar Creation Kit?
I'm going to say no.
No, you'd be right on that one.
The razor sharp gave it away.
Really? All right, I do have one left I didn't see. Breakfast bingo for Val. Each answer begins with a corresponding letter in the word bingo. Someone who can't see.
I'm really afraid right now, though, because I couldn't get Jesse James.
All right.
But someone who can't see would be blind.
The little things that sit on your computer desktop.
Icons.
The fictional island dream world in Peter Pan.
Neverland.
A person who moves from place to place, living a nomadic, unconventional way of life.
Gypsy.
And for a doctor to do this, he usually has to put you under.
Operate.
No. Congratulations, you spelled bingo.
Oh my gosh, I feel happy ending on a high note.
Yeah, I see. Does it make up for all the rest of it?
Yes.
The whole Jesse James thing? Well, it shouldn't. I'm just kidding. All right, I think it's time. It's time.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, it is time. The moment you've waited for. Today's odd news with Scott and Val. I keep sinking below my camera.
I'm kind of sinking a little bit too. We have a new graphic though. If you didn't, if you don't watch on Facebook or YouTube, you wouldn't see our new graphic. It said Scott and Val's Odd News Tuesday.
And it should have played, but the audio stopped working. I couldn't get it to work this morning, so I just kind of gave up. But let's try it. Nope, no audio.
I see video.
Yeah, but it's supposed to play an intro along with it. But since it wouldn't, I just paused it on the screen, so it looked like we had a fancy, news header. And we do.
Okay.
Right.
And we do have a news header.
Yes,
all right.
We do have a news header.
Cool.
All
do
right.
I get to start the news attack?
Yes, please.
All right. A new report on global warming says immediate action is needed. It predicts that in the near future, no matter where you live, it will be all but impossible to escape the sight of men in Speedos.
Ooh. We used to have a guy who hung out on the lake. We actually had his first name and the word Speedo in front of it when he wasn't there. So yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
You've seen it, didn't you? He wore he wore just a Speedo and a child's life jacket.
Yes.
Yes.
And he was on the larger size. And you saw him every time you went to the beach.
He's always there.
Always.
I think he lived in a tree. All right. Less than a third of Americans say they'll be getting the new COVID vaccine, unless it comes with a free heart transplant.
Oh, so bad. Oh, you know what? I got my COVID and my flu vaccine because I'm going to be traveling here soon.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, you don't have psoriatic arthritis, which those shots love to exacerbate. So.
Well, that is true, but yeah. So, all right. But last time I got COVID, I did end up having to be cardioverted.
Ew.
So
that's right. I would not.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that chance either. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's shocking.
It is shocking.
Yes.
Things you don't know about that, it will leave burn marks on you.
Oh, did you have from the paddles? You had burn marks?
Well, they put like a patch, a paddle patch on the front and then in the back. So they sandwich your heart in between the two. Yeah. And so, yeah, I had burns front and back from that.
Nice. Did it hurt?
Yeah. They knock you out. They're like, we're going to give you fentanyl before we do this.
And that's when Val turned and said, oh, great, I'm used to it.
So I got a little teeny dose of fentanyl. I fell asleep immediately. I was awake 1 minute later, feeling great.
All right. Where did we leave off?
I think it's about the getting old.
Researchers say that getting old does not mean saying so long to sex. It means saying hello to it, even though you've completely forgotten its name.
Names aren't important.
Sorry, I had to turn away from the camera for that one.
I think you're red.
Oh, man, that was a good one. All right.
The U.S. is getting poorer.
Really?
Even Mark Zuckerberg is cutting back. He's using 50s instead of hundreds to get his fire pit going at night.
I hate it when that happens.
Uh-huh.
All right, Amazon shipping as many products as it can without a box, if you haven't noticed, including packages of underwear. And now my neighbors know I wear superhero briefs.
Well, at least isn't swimming suits, and everybody knows you wear a Speedo.
It's true.
In case you didn't hear, Amazon is shipping as many products as it can without a box, including packages of underwear. Just think of it as our way of helping Jeff Bezos with his yacht fuel bill.
Oh. You got some gas now, Jeff. Study confirmed that humans tend to get angrier when their blood sugar level drops. Can we get a few donuts sent over to Fox News, please?
I mean, I think I knew hangry was a thing.
Yeah, hangry.
Yeah. Time to start looking for a Halloween costume. You know it's going to be a lame Halloween when the most popular scary Halloween costume is called Government Shutdown.
What would that look like?
Oh, what would it look like?
Maybe just a Grim Reaper and a sickle. That works. All right. And to the world of Wacky But True. We don't add anything to these but sound effects from television and movies. In our first one, a one-legged man in the UK was so frustrated with his flat tire that he started shooting at the mechanic's garage that fixed it with an air rifle, though. So, not too bad. Police still arrested the man who admitted, "I've been drinking."
I got your leg. I got your leg.
Oh. Step aside, two legs.
Legs right! So the one-legged jockey said... What did he say? So the one-legged jockey said, don't worry about me, baby. I ride side saddle.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. In Switzerland, a man broke into a shopping center after hours and grabbed several bags full of watches and food. He then tried to make his getaway by forcing his way through the shopping center's automatic sliding doors. Didn't work. He got his head and 1 foot through before the door slammed shut, leaving him trapped. Passers-by heard his calls and saw a guy with his head and 1 foot sticking out of a sliding door and quickly figured out what was going on. They managed to pry the doors open just enough to force him back inside, where he had to wait until the police arrived.
Hey, we got this door for you. Shove.
Nice, cheerful little neighborhood. Friend of mine got his skull crushed down here last week. For what? For nothing.
Something popped so hard a while ago it spilled my drink.
I think that was his head. All right, hungry Germans craving a sausage in the dead of night are increasingly turning to vending machines. Yeah, vending machines full of bratwurst, bockwurst, and barbecue meats. Now, we've heard of bratwurst. We're German, but have you ever heard of bockwurst?
I have not heard of a bockwurst.
That's rotten bratwurst.
What?
It was a joke. That was a joke. Bockwurst is just rotten bratwurst.
Okay, I'm gonna. While you continue with the story, I'm gonna look up bockwurst.
The one thing I'm sure of is it's worst. All right. According to a survey by the German press agency, the machines are booming outside big German cities where shops are less likely to stay open for long hours. And they added that there's a strong development toward the vending machine, which is used to deliver meat, milk, eggs, and other products to customers outside of core operating times of stores. Some butchers' vending machines still sell 3 or 4 types of sausages and punnets of accompanying potato salad and stuff. So customers can buy all they need for a traditional, hearty German feast.
Okay, so a bockwurst includes ground veal and pork. So I would say that maybe that's different. Maybe a bratwurst is strictly pork, and a bockwurst has veal in it as well.
So baby pig and adult pig.
Isn't that baby cow veal?
Yeah, but maybe what do they call a baby pig?
I don't know.
Tender.
Porklet?
Tender. Porklet.
Well, tender is probably right.
He likes sausage.
Okay, one more time.
Look at Randy here. He likes sausage. That's something. Gail.
Order the double cheese and sausage.
Guy. Croissants. I love croissants.
Oh, yeah, I sure do love giant sausages.
Giant sausages? No way.
All right, look, lady.
Don't you point those dirty green sausages at me!
Shaky, bonjour.
May I speak to Abe Froman? The Sausage King of Chicago?
I'm Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah, that's me.
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me. I'm so scared. Ooh, the Germans. Uh-oh, the Germans are coming to get me. Oh, don't let the Germans come
Apparently
after me.
Chicago is
Oh,
better
they're
at sausage
coming after
than the Germans.
No, they're so big and strong.
Stop it, Mr.
Oh,
Burns.
protect me from the Germans, the Germans.
The Germans are coming to get you,
They
Scott.
are. I can't wait.
Teaching assistant when we'd rather move to Germany.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the state of things right now. A teaching assistant has been arrested following a series of disturbances at a high school where a mysterious odor plagued the campus for weeks. Alexander Lewis, 32, faces charges of disturbing schools and malicious injury to property after allegedly using a spray designed to mimic the smell of farts. Deputies said Lewis purchased the spray online and used it multiple times between August 25th and September 19th, causing significant disruptions. The odor reportedly triggered health issues among students and staff, including headaches, nausea, and dizziness, and resulted in nearly $55,000 in inspections and air conditioning repair costs for the district.
Because they couldn't find where it was coming from?
Exactly.
I think those are coming from Alex. Pretty sure. All right, let's see what one of the teachers had to say.
What is that smell? Oh,
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food. Oh, excuse me.
You know, desire smells like that to some people.
Just some people, though. I don't happen to be one of them. In Texas, police officers on horseback chased down a suspect who ran after taking a joke about a narcotic-smelling horse way too seriously. Should I just stop right there? Because that's, like, funny enough.
Exactly.
Officer Bryson Lewis and William Trotter on a horse.
On a horse?
Yeah, with the Lubbock Police Department's mounted patrol unit, were assisted with a routine patrol last Monday afternoon when they stopped a man for walking in the road rather than on the sidewalk. Officers who were on horseback believed the man was acting suspicious and began to wonder whether he was in possession of illegal drugs. Body camera footage showed an officer asking the man whether they could check his pockets, to which he said no. Trotter said, "I was going to make a joke because it seemed like it was going to break some tension. You know, it seemed like it was kind of stiff for a second there." Trotter can be heard in the body cam footage showing the suspect he has a narcotic-smelling horse. That's when the man started to run. You can't outrun a horse, of course.
Of course.
Lewis said he kind of took down the alley and he thought he was joking, but he kept on running, so they decided the chase was on. Trotter and Lewis quickly caught up with the man, now identified through police records as 42-year-old Joseph Ramirez. He was arrested and charged with evading arrest, tampering with physical evidence with the intent to impair. Oh, wow, sounds rough. I have this, though.
Hey, what's going on? Where did you get the horse?
Look at that, Abu. It's not every day you see a horse with 2 rear ends.
What, is he here now?
No, I don't see him around now. But I smell him.
Smell him?
Yes, he's got a breath that would stun a horse.
Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Call it what you will. Fate, destiny.
A horse.
I love horses. I love horses. I love horses.
What is a horseshoe? What does a horseshoe do? Are there any horse socks? Is anybody listening to me?
Anyways,
Frau Blücher.
It's everything I can find about horses.
Like, is anybody listening to me?
No.
Residents of a California neighborhood are warning other locals to beware of a very angry squirrel that has sent at least 2 people to the emergency room. Back to that song, If I Ever Get Rabies, you're on my biting list. Joanne Heblick, a resident of the Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael, said she was taking her morning walk recently when the squirrel attacked her leg. It clamped onto my leg. The tail was flying up here. I was like, get it off me, get it off me. I didn't want to touch it, Heblick told KGO-TV. Another resident, Isabel Camboy, said she and her daughter were attacked by the rambunctious rodent while walking. Camboy ended up going to the emergency room with a wound to her arm. Marie Abiob said her husband Joe also had a confrontation with the squirrel when he tried to get the animal to stop biting his wood fence. It took a big chunk of the wood, and we thought, oh my gosh, she's hungry or something. Joe, my husband, took off his cap and hit it so it would go away, and the squirrel turned around and jumped onto his head. Flyers were put up in the neighborhood warning residents to keep an eye out for the attacked squirrel. This is not a joke, the flyer said. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel over the past few days on Diablo Circle and Mount Lassen. A representative of the local wildlife hospital said squirrels do not carry rabies. Good to know.
Yeah.
The animals do sometimes turn aggressive when fed by humans, however.
Like this.
now somebody, anybody, everybody scream!
There's squirrels in my pants!
Wow. She had actual squirrels in her pants.
Actual ones.
Actual squirrels in her pants, not those pretend ones.
I think we should have pulled up that song. Remember, it was from our mom and dad's generation, where the people got, or the Revival County Squirrel or whatever, where people get saved when the Holy Spirit takes them over, but it was actually a squirrel.
Yes. Should have told me that before the show, Val.
I should have.
All right, we're wrapping
Might
things.
have been Rail Charles or somebody like that singing. It was pretty funny.
All right. Wrapping things up, we want to give you a couple teases, and the first one is tonight at 6 o'clock. Every night at 6, we do different genres of music. Tonight, the one and only Dr. Jazz, Tom Walters, takes over 3 hours of jazz music. And last week, a fun show, Margie joined him on the air.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Then we have Chuck, Sharon, and Paula tomorrow morning give you the lowdown on everything happening around Stevens County. Join them tomorrow morning around 7:30 for the morning show. And Val, you've got one more show left before your big vacation where you're going to leave us for a month, right?
Yes, correct. So I will see you yet next week. I know you kind of lined somebody up already for me.
I did.
So that's good to know.
You might remember a few years ago when on Thursdays we did a show called The Three Amigos, and it was me and Chuck and Alan Milani. Well, Alan Milani going to fill in for Val because he's all retired too.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Can I leave you with some deep thoughts, Val?
Okay.
Pencil erasers slowly die for the mistakes you make.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
If you paint a room but don't remove the old paint, the room gets slightly smaller.
By millimeters.
Even though they're the most obvious place to find a dead person, graveyards are probably one of the unlikeliest place people die.
That is true.
There's only one day in your life without a tomorrow. You don't know you fell asleep until you wake up. Totally true. Totally true.
Totally.
All right.
Totally.
And my favorite one, are you ready, Val?
So ready.
Humans are the only animals that have to hold it when they need to pee in order to be socially acceptable. Wouldn't it be awesome if we didn't have to?
I don't think that would be so awesome.
Oh, man. Thank you for being here. Love you, sis. And everybody have a great day.
Love you, brother.
Coffee's brewed. The birds have sung. It's time to get off your butt and get something done. We're sorry to go, but tomorrow's probably another show. We think you'll agree we should all keep working for free. Got your favorite jokes and stories too. It's your KCHW FM morning crew.
It's 9:04.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an